Good evening. It is May 14th. Wow, 2015. It is day 23 of my weight loss journey, and I want to do something just a tad bit different. I had gotten a couple questions today on Facebook, and I wanted to address them. Um, and welcome you to Losing It and to my YouTube channel. And um, I was asked what I am doing to lose weight. Am I on a particular program? Where did I get this energy from? Yada, yada, yada. So, first things first, I have done, except for some of the newer, like over the counter, like I did, what is it, Alibi or whatever it is, Ally. I did that. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Um, I did that. I did Weight Watchers. I did Herbalife. I did a whole bunch of stuff. And yeah, you can lose weight really quick and you can gain it back just as quick, if not faster. And it is a lifestyle change. You can't, diets don't work. They just don't. It sets you up for failure because you lose the weight that you want to lose. And then when you kind of loosen the reins, you gain it all back. You have to make a lifestyle change. And that is finally where I'm at. I did start originally back in the beginning of the new year, and I broke my foot. Well, I hairline fractured my foot. So, um, well, let's put, I potentially did. I went to the doctor, but I don't have insurance, so they didn't do x-rays or anything. And just by my symptoms and looking at it and palpating it and whatnot, he kind of declared that it was probably a hairline or a stress fracture. Told me to boot it for a week, and then if I felt better, to go ahead and slowly gain back mobility. So with that being said, I got depressed. I sat on my butt. I ate my way through it and gained about another 10 pounds. So I guess it was a little bit, well, no, that's not true. So what started it? This is what I'm scattered. I'm sorry. I started reading this book called Made to Crave by Lisa TerKeurst, and this is the book. And this is an amazing book. I've told so many dear friends that it is a Christ-based book. So if that's not up your alley, still read it anyway. It's suggestive, but you don't have to, the weight loss part of it is what's really reeling me in right now. There's questions in the back of the book, which I do want to start doing them on here. I just haven't gotten to them yet, but she has like little quotes in here. French fries don't love me. The only lasting thing they give me is cholesterol and cellulite. You have circled this mountain long enough. Now turn north. What if the battle with food isn't the curse we've always thought it to be? Our flesh buys right into Satan's lies that it's not fair for things to be withheld from us. I mean, just so many good things. And I haven't finished it yet. I don't know. I just haven't done it. But it's such an amazing book, and she inspired me and motivated me. And I was just like, I really need to start doing this. And I had started, about the same time I bought this and started reading it, I started doTERRA essential oils. And I bought the physician's kit, which comes with like Melaleuca, um, oh my, lavender, like a whole bunch of oils. And the free one was called Slim and Sassy. And it's to help your metabolism. It's to help lift your spirits. Like there's a whole lot of things that it's good for. And I started using it, and I wasn't a big fan, but I did notice that I had more energy, and I just didn't have those cravings. Like I would still eat something crappy, you know what I mean? But I just didn't crave them like I used to. So it was kind of like, intriguing. And then my upline said that the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which is supplements, is 3 bottles of 3 different supplements. One's like a multivitamin, one is like the omegas, and the other one is cellular. And that's the one that really intrigued me because I have fibromyalgia, and I have not been able to find anything that has worked for me other than taking prescription pain medication and a sleep medication. And I hate being on them. I just hate them. And I've come to the realization, or at least I thought I had come to the realization, that I'll probably be on these the rest of my life. However, I am going to bump up the Vitality Pack because I'm going to tell you this. I was on it for about a month. And unfortunately, I'm running out of it, so I had to go from, you take 4 twice a day. So you take 12 tablets a day, but it's so worth it. You take 4 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon. My energy levels were amazing. I was constantly out walking. I was, cleaning like a mad woman, like a nesting pregnant woman. It was hilarious. I just had so much gumption and want to do things. And since I've backed off of it, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. Like, it's terrible. And so I'm ordering it tomorrow. Can't wait to get it because I can't wait to get back on it. It's amazing. The cravings, it keeps you full all day. I don't go I don't sit there and go, man, I'm hungry. It's great stuff. So those are the two things that are really, really like have really motivated me to do this and are helping me. What am I doing? I'm just watching what I eat. I have on my cell phone. I have my Fitness Pal, which is a free app if I can get it. And really, hello, thank you. So what it does is you go into diary and it tells you how many calories you have. You put in all of your information, your current weight, how high you are, how tall. Don't put how high you are. Geez, nobody wants to know that. Um, how tall you are, all that good stuff. And it calculates what your calories should be for the day. Mine were 1,710 when I started. Since I've lost weight, they've bumped them to 1970. I still don't hit them. No matter how hard I try, I don't hit them. But you can put in, whatever you eat. You just add food, and then you just put whatever. Or there's a little, I don't know if you guys can see this or not because of the glare. There's a little scanny thing. So you just click on that. Like, this is really going to show up. Okay, you take the bar. There. And did you hear it beep? And it comes up with purified water, member's mark, 1 serving, blah, 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 blah. And it tells you all that and you enter it. So it keeps track of everything. And I mean, I put everything in it. If I have a piece of gum, I put what kind of gum it is and how many slices of gum I had or whatever. And then at the end of the day, once you're done, you just hit complete entry and it calculates and tells you everything. So that's a good one. I also have a Fitbit. It's right here on my brassiere. I have the Fitbit one, which I actually like better. I've heard that people have gotten burnt from the Fitbit bracelets. So not sure about all that. But anyway, this is a free app, especially, when you get the Fitbit, and it calculates your steps, your miles, your calories burned, how many floors you've walked, how many active minutes that you've done anything, how many pounds you have left to go to your, goals. It even charts your sleep. Last night I had a crappy sleep. So I'll tell you. Okay, so last night I had 7 hours and 25 minutes of sleep from 1:24 a.m. to 9:03 a.m., 2 minutes awake, and 12 minutes restless times 3. So like 3 times 3 minutes, 4 times at 3 minutes, or 3 times for 4 minutes, something like that. I was awake or restless. But yeah, and it's good to keep a track of that as well, because sleep with it affects your eating. If you don't get a lot of sleep, you will tend to be more what's the word? Not so strict with your weight loss and dieting and stuff. And then it also charts your water. I've had 104.6 ounces. So those are the things that I'm doing. I'm just watching what I eat. I also am an avid charter. I have all of my charts from day one, and I write down everything. This one does calories, protein, fat, sugar, sodium, fibers, and carbs. When I go to the grocery store, and I buy especially prepared stuff, and even some of the fresh meats and stuff, I will look at the ingredients. I will look at it to see if it looks redder or pinker than it should be. I don't bother if it is. I read the back of things. If it has too much sodium, if it's high in carbs, if it has too much fat, it doesn't get in my cart. It's just a choice you have to make. Today was the first day I actually ran. I don't think I've ran in years. And I go to my graveyard because it's my graveyard. That doesn't make any sense. It's Slateville, which is where I grew up. And the graveyard isn't like really huge. Probably two. If you go into the driveway, down the hill, and up and around the entire outer part of the graveyard, it's probably about 2 times around, probably be a mile. So, and then there's like a back part that's like a square. I walked it the first time, and the second time I ran it, and then I did 2 more laps, and then I reversed it. So I did 3 laps each way, and it was 1.27 miles. And today's my off day. But walking, just moving your body, and I think that's the main thing. Drinking plenty of water, getting plenty of sleep, and and moving your body is such an important thing. I have lost, since I began this, I have lost about 15 pounds, roughly, somewhere in that vicinity. And I've went down a dress size, and I feel so much better already. I still have a foot issue. I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it's just the shoes are too tight or if it's they don't fit properly. I don't know what it is, but across the top of my foot, like right here across the bones, aches really bad. But I still do it. I still get up and I walk. And my husband and I walk together every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We walk about 2.5 miles together. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do my own thing. And usually that does entail walking. It's just not as far. So yeah, and then on the weekends, we're pretty busy doing things together when he's not working. So that's what I'm doing. And just, if you feel discouraged, I'm especially on the losing it page. That's what we're there for. And some days it's kind of quiet, not a lot of activity, not a lot of talking, and other days it's really active. It just depends on how everybody's doing and how active. And I'm sure during the summer it's not going to be as active. Right now I have it as a closed group. Once it gets a little bit bigger, I'll probably branch out and have a couple more people taking over it. But that's where I place these videos. They're on YouTube here, and they're also on the Facebook page, just so people can see what I'm doing. And like I've said, if I motivate just one person and help one person get to their weight loss goals, that's awesome. So what are my goals? My first goal is 200. When I started this, I was 260. I don't know what I am right now. About 5 days ago, 6 days ago, I was 248. Yeah, 248. So it's like 12 pounds. So maybe I'm not at 15 pounds. I don't know how to count. Anyway, so I don't know what I am. My weigh-in day is on Saturday, and my husband and I weigh in together. So yeah, my first goal was to get to 200, and then from there on, I don't want to be any less than 260, 160, 165. I really don't. They say that I'm not so big boned and I'm supposed to be like between 124 and 134. I think I would look anorexic. I don't want to be that skinny. I want to be healthy and not in a lot of pain. And I just want to feel good about myself. So I'd be happy with a size 14. And we'll see where it goes. So with all of that, let me tell you about my day. I drank 104.6 ounces of water, and for breakfast I had a cup of cantaloupe, 1 apple, and 1 banana. I did not have any snacks after that. For lunch I had 2 ounces of honey turkey, 2 slices of whole wheat bread, a tablespoon of mayonnaise, a half a cup of lettuce, 1 Special K bar. It was the Dream pretzel, chocolate pretzel, something. Anyway, and then I had 8 ounces of Diet Cherry Pepsi. I actually had a 12-ounce glass, and I drank, I don't even know if I had 8 ounces. I might have only had 4 ounces. I just drank a little bit just to wet my whistle as I drank, or as I ate, but that was it. I put it in the fridge, and my daughter actually drank the rest of it. I didn't have an afternoon snack. For dinner, I had a cup of spaghetti sauce, 1 ounce of spaghetti, 2 ounces of ground turkey, 2 ounces of ground chicken, and 1 ounce of peppers. Now, as I did this and I was charting this, I went, ew, I'm going to start making my own spaghetti sauce and canning it because the calories weren't horrible. Protein wasn't bad. Fat wasn't even bad. Sugars were, yeah, not so great. They were at 24. But the sodium was 920 milligrams for 1 cup. That's disgusting. So, yeah. You know, other than that, the reason there was ground turkey and ground chicken, we had 1 pound of ground chicken left, and then the rest we have is ground turkey, so I just threw it in there and mixed it together. If you look at the ground turkey versus the ground chicken, the ground turkey is actually better for you. It has, for 2 ounces, it has 80 calories versus the chicken that has 100. It has, the chicken has more protein, but it has more fat, it has more sodium. So just a FYI. And then for a light, earlier, you know, bedtime snack was at 8 o'clock. I had one of the special K crisps, the chocolatey caramel, which is my favorite. So yeah, so at the end of the day, I had 1,229 calories, which was in the negative of 966. I had 56 grams, grams of protein. I was negative 57 there. Fat, I had 36 grams, and I was negative 34. My sugars this time were off by 16. I had 96 grams, and I was 16 grams over. My sodium level, which is usually the one that I always, like, don't even pay attention to because I always go over it, but today I was under 2,140. I was under 160 milligrams. Fiber, I was only under by 1. I had 24. And my carbs, I had 184, and I was under 96. So, not bad. My Fitbit, I walked 6,448 steps, which equivalent to 2.7 miles. I burned 2,239 calories, and I walked 64 floors. So far this week, I have walked, I don't know. Let me add that up real quick, because apparently I didn't do that beforehand. I will tell you, I'll link it also down below where I get these pages, because they're just great to have. You never know when your Fitbit doesn't work, or, you know, whatever doesn't work, and you don't keep track of it or whatever. So far this week, I've walked 14.06 miles. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see. What else did I do? And I walked 33,300 steps. So, considering the fact that I still have 2 more days of this week, not terrible. So, the place I get these is www.freeprintablemedicalforms.com, and it's under nutrition. And they have a walking log, and they have a water log, and a nutritional log. They have all sorts of stuff. So I do that too. That way, if I do get on the scale and it's over what I want it to be over, I can go back and see what I did. It's just a lot easier for me. So that's it. If you have any questions, please, you know, in the down bar here or in the questions or the comments down below, please go ahead. Feel free to ask me any questions. There goes my husband's phone. And I've been doing this and everybody thinks it's funny, but I have one girl who watches me on YouTube and she's constantly asking me what makeup I have on. I only have on lipstick. It's NYC's Sugar Plum. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's just a really pretty mauvey purple color. That's what's on my lips. Okay, now that I did my little commercial for NYC, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you all are doing well and keep up the good work.